This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. Let's get right into the news. Mace disses Diddy. Now, everybody's coming for Diddy last week. Of course, Mace is going to just jump on the bandwagon, even though Mace and Diddy seem to be fine. Yeah, didn't go on tour, and he said he let him out of his con. He did a lot of stuff in the past 10 years, right? But Mace is jumping on. It's so... Mace, if you're listening to this or whatever, I'm sorry, bro. Like, it sucks, bro. It's not a good song. This is way below Mace's. This is way below anything I remember Mace for. Mace was one of my favorite rappers for a long time. Long time. I never liked the flip-flopping with Mace where he goes in and out of the game, but I kind of understood it later as I, worked in the music industry. I kind of understood that maybe he was, didn't feel appreciated at Bad Boy, and a lot of stuff happened with Big passing and everything, and maybe that wore on him. Plus, he had the whole thing with Harlem World and everything, So I was like, maybe he just, but then he tried to come back. He did the welcome back thing. That was cool. It wasn't the same as before, but it was still Mace is Mace, right? So it was still good. But then, he came back a little bit more with French Montana later. He did some features. Then another 5. It's there's these 5-year gaps always with Mace, 5 to 7 years. Like clockwork. What did he work from 95 to 2000, disappeared for 5 years, came back, did the welcome back thing, then got with 50. Then he tried to Then 50 tried to get him out of his contract, and Diddy was like, "I wants $2 million." 50 was like, "Mace isn't worth $2 million with $2 million in his pocket." Then another 5 years passes. We see him again with French Montana doing a feature or something. Then 7 years pass. Well, no, 5 years passes. You see him on tour with Diddy, right? Bad Boy reunion tour or whatever. Then you see him dissing Cameron out of nowhere, which actually was a really good diss song, Oracle. He's trying to get that same vibe back, and you're not going to get it with this song because you got auto-tune on your whole voice. Come on, what are you doing, bro? That's 2010, 9, 10. People were doing that now too, but it's nah, if people want to hear Mace, they're going to want to hear Mace come back with his voice. They're going to want to hear you come back as Mace, not Lil Durk or Future, And then the whole song, he's talking about, I'm doing this for, the Craig Max, the G Deps, the Black Robs, he's just saying, Diddy doesn't like to pay anyone, but he'll pay, some girls, but he won't pay his artists. He talked about, your name shouldn't be love. You don't have any love in your heart. You have no integrity. He just goes in on Diddy, and we kind of know these things about Diddy, right? This is, right after Day 26 goes off on him. Freddie from the band goes off on him. He talked about the bad, Mace talks about bad contracts, about his budgets, and how he went over his budgets, but it was charged differently to him. We know Diddy is a ruthless business person, and I don't think that should be swept under the rug, right? Most people should realize that Diddy's just not a great person, okay? But you don't get to $1 billion being the greatest person in the world, right? Stomp on some people. I'm not saying that's right. It's not. But I never thought Diddy was a great person. I just thought he was a, ruthless business person. And I thought that's kind of what we looked at him as. But I think some people actually think he's a great guy. And he's not. I agree with Mace on that. But this song was just bad. I don't know who told him to put this out. If you take the auto-tune off, maybe it would have been better. I don't know. We're going to have to see, where it just came out. So people are going to start reacting to it. I don't like it. Sorry, Mace. I apologize, bro. It's Jordan Tower with JT News. Smash that like button. Peace. piece. And we know Mace is capable of a lot more. And I'm a little disappointed in him. 5 years ago at this point, he said he was coming out with an album. Where's the album? Where is it?